episode of Bugle Back Reps. I'm Martin.
And I'm George.
I've got a special crossover this week. Bugle Back Reps versus
Realspace Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the receiving end of the fucking Drukhari this time.
Yeah, I'm going to bring the pain, come and raid Realspace, teach you old guys how it's done.
Yeah. Apologies for my previous performances, because you haven't seen them yet.
No, I haven't. No,
but
yeah.
Watching this, you have seen not too good. So do I talk about you and Drukhari, because you're a bit of a Archon?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I'm George, otherwise known as Archon George on Instagram. You can find me in the Realspace Raiders podcast. Just Google it. It's on like Spotify, all the usual stuff. It's a podcast we dedicate to the love and passion that is Drukhari. I've been playing them since their revamp in 2010 because I fell in love with the models and I wanted something different to the army I was currently playing at the time, which was Space Wolves. And so I got my claws into Dark Elder and fell in love with them and been playing them pretty much exclusively ever since. And collected them, and I collected them up to like a full army standard, and then fell out of love with my paint scheme and decided to sell them and rebuy them and paint them all again because I'm a given for suffering, because I'm an Archon, so why not?
Yeah. You're also a bit of rivals of old Paddy.
Rivals is a strong word, mate. I mean, rivals implies there's some sort of level playing field, but as Paddy will know, although having said that, in 9th edition he's 1-0 against me, so I'm coming for you, mate. I'm gonna get you.
Maybe we'll see that on the channel soon.
Yeah.
See if Nids can actually be finally stopped.
Yeah, Nids are easy. They're no problem. Although 200 gaunts is pretty brutal when he plays that, but he's doing Monster Mash at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. Obviously for myself, when I started a few years ago, started Mad for Miniatures, you and Paddy was the ones I actually saw playing. Start with.
Yeah.
You with Space Wolves.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think it was that game that we played where it was like a which one was it? Was it the Dark Angels one where we were playing fists only, or was it the Tyranid one where you just had the endlessly spawning Termagants from his Turbidons? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was a Turbigon list which had like 6 of the buggers or something, and you just couldn't get rid of the Termagants.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
So, we've got Necrons obviously against you today. Thoughts on Necrons?
I love them. I think their Codex is fantastic. It's got a lot of hidden depth to it, and a lot of threat. I know most of the time you see generally like warrior spam, but I think there's a lot of play in them. I really like the Silent King. I love the fact you come back in the lore. I'm a massive lore buff, so seeing the Silent King like on the board. He's not here today, but we have got the god of death himself, the Nightbringer, which is going to be a bit terrifying for me, because I've brought the pain engines, which will definitely feel pain if he gets into combat with them. So.
In there, when you see on this, don't think I've got advantage at all. this fucker has shenanigans.
I do have shenanigans.
Coming out everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. I'm getting into the army list.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so for the Necrons today, I'm running 2,000 points on the nose, so I'm not giving you nothing. And I'm running the custom Dynasty, the famous objective secure and 3 games 6 move.
Everything's offset, can we move before you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm running a single battalion. In the battalion I have an Overlord, which is going to be the Warlord. He's got a Warscythe and he's got the Warlord trait 4 on the Silent King. So goes my will be done's on 12 inches. It gives me a bit of a range for him. Now I've got a Cryptek, or Technomancer, shall I say now. And he has the Veil of Darkness, the teleport shenanigans.
Good stuff.
And then I've got a Royal Warden. So fullback
Fullback can still shoot.
Shooting, charging, and all that lot.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing is having 20 warriors tied up. Not being able to do nothing.
I'm pretty good at tying you up as well. I've got the witches today. No shard nets, but I've still got some witches. So.
And then into troops, got 2 lots of 20 warriors with Flayers and 1 lot of 20 with the Reapers. And then into fast attacks, I have a unit of 3 Scarabs, because just points. 2 lots of 3 Ophidian Destroyers.
I've not faced them yet. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
And they're handy. I like them. And now I've got 2 Doomsday Arcs, the old trusty arcs.
Yeah, I remember those things. I think a few times we have played against each other, I seem to remember you rolling a lot of 5s and 6s on number of shots for those things. So normally Doomsday Arcs are very swingy, but with Martin they seem to be very reliable.
I can already hear Paddy just shouting at me far behind already.
I gotta say, that's my favourite thing about your battle reports, just seeing the rage burn from his ears is quite fun.
So yeah, that's 2,000 points on those. Nothing. I spent 2 command points for Hand of Nobility, I think it's called, on the Overlord, so you can do my will be done twice. So it costs 1 hit on 2 units.
Cool.
And that is it. So I'm starting 10 command points, and that's it for the Necrons. So next up is the Drukhari.
Me again. So Drukhari today, I decided to go a bit. I brought what I call my off-meta list. So I wanted to try out some new things. Drukhari got a bit of a reputation, I think it's fair to say at the moment, and they're
Just a bit.
pretty mean, and I would have to agree with that. I think we can see that there's a lot of power there, and you can build some very strong and impressive lists. So I didn't want to do that because this is our first game for over a year because of COVID. And my first time on the channel, so I didn't want to come in and be that guy. So instead, I brought something a little bit toned down, but still with some teeth, and also kind of resurrecting my 8th edition Drukhari list, which is the one I played for a really long time and I did really well with. So I'm bringing a battalion that I formed into a Realspace Raiders detachment, because why wouldn't I? I've got an Archon as my Warlord, who's got Ancient Evil, which is the fight last if you're within engagement range. Blast Pistol and a Husk Blade, which I've upgraded to the Gin Blade, which is +2 attacks and flat damage 3. Very nice sword, makes him a bit lethal. I haven't given him the Master Archon, so he hasn't got the Fight Twice ability, just because of points, and I wanted to put 15 points elsewhere. I've got Homunculus, and he is going to be having the Master Regenist Warlord trait through the Alliance of Agony stratagem. Which lets him, for his flesh crafting ability, he picks a Talos or a Grotesque unit and heals them for flat 3 instead of D3. So once per turn I can just heal for 3 wounds. Then my old school and much loved Succubus, the Red Grief Succubus, which I have upgraded to a Master, so she can consolidate 6 inches in any direction, which is super powerful. She's rocking the Bloodglaive Relic and a Blast Pistol, with Adrenalite for +1 attack, and she's also got Precision Blows, which means any 6s she gets to hit. Her damage profile is changed to flat mortal wounds. So in this case, the Bloodglaive is flat damage 3, so any 6s I get to hit, I cause 3 mortal wounds instead of regular damage, which is tasty. She's an absolute monster, absolutely love her. Then I've got 2 of each troop choice, so I've got 2 Carbonite Warriors, no upgrades, 5-man, 2 Witches, no upgrades, 5-man, 2 Racks, no upgrades, 5-man, 2 units of Incubi, because Incubi are awesome, and 2 units of Mandrakes, because they play the missions just absolutely so well, and they give you a lot of flexibility. Dedicated transports, I've got 6 Venoms, and for my heavy support I've got 3 units of 2 Talos, all with Twin Heat Lances, Ichor Injectors, and the Talos Gauntlet. And my obsessions are Poison Tongue for the Cabal, which allows my poison weapons to wound on 3s and also cause combat attrition negative modifiers if I hit you with poison weapons, which probably won't come into play because Necrons are quite high leadership value, but you never know. And Red Grief Witches, because I really like Red Grief, they're very fast. So normally people tend to pick Comet Strife or Cursed Blade, but I want to bring the Red Grief back. And my Homunculi commons are Artists of Flesh, which is a custom common, which you don't hear very often, but it's -1 damage on all my common stuff. Okay. So, which is actually pretty tasty, especially on the Talos, because they basically turn into like mini dreadnoughts.
Yeah, duty internal.
Yeah. So, and that's it. And again, 2,000 points on the nose. So, oh, and I forgot to say, my Homunculus has the Animus Vitae relic. I would normally take the Helm of Spite, which allows me to deny psychic power, but that's completely useless against Necrons. So I'm going to take the Animus Vitae and try that out, which is a once per game use grenade. It causes D3 mortal wounds if it hits, and if it does hit, my whole army counts power from pain of 1 turn higher for that battle round. So it just jumps the power from pain table up 1.
Don't want that.
No.
Don't want that. Indeed. I can see shenanigans already.
Yeah?
Yeah. On your Hammer Swipe, I did forget, I've got Nightbringer.
You forgot Nightbringer?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah, I was hoping you would.
The big bad.
The big threat.
Yeah. So National Nightbringer as well.
Yep.
So that's briefly on this. Down below in the description, you can have a nose. and we'll be right back after the deployment.
Oh.
Okay, so today we're playing mission Surround and Destroy from Chapter 2 2021. So on here we've got 6 objectives. It's hold 1 for 5, 2 for 10, and 5 for hold more. Terrain on table, all the runes are obscuring, we're defensible and light cover. And we've got 2 traitors with -2 movement and charges. So for Necrons, the Secondaries, I've taken retrieval data, behind enemy lines, and assassinate, which I'm going to have characters in my face. Deployment, the Silver Tides, literally just put all in a line across, with a couple of arcs on either end, with a Nightbringer eyeing up his targets. So then on to George. We'll talk through your I'll talk through your deployment and secondaries.
Yeah, so my secondaries I've chosen no prisoners because I think I'm going to have to kill a lot of warriors, so I thought I'd give it a go. Retrieve Octarius data because it's really quite easy for Dark Elder armies to do, and Herd the Prey because I think it's arguably the best secondary in the game. Yeah, it's just 2 points per table quarter my opponent's not in from turn 2 onwards, so I'm hoping I can keep him out of at least 2 and then score 4 points a turn hopefully. So yeah.
And what about your deployment?
So it's generally quite split. So I've got 3 Venoms with Warriors, Witches and Incubi on one side, 3 Venoms with Warriors, Witches and Incubi on the other side, my 2 Rack Squads on either side, my 6 Talos in the middle with Archon and Homunculus. My 2 Mandrakes have infiltrated forward a little bit onto this near this objective, but behind the obscuring terrain.
Yep.
Hopefully to just try and hold you up and put some early game pressure on, basically.
Yep.
And that's about it, but depending on who goes first, I might shift around a little bit.
Thing to note as well, as long as we got our Bugle backrats, we've also got Realspace Raider tickets, which can you get from your shop now?
I think at the moment we're offering them as prizes for like the various painting competitions we do, but I'm sure it will be available to buy soon enough. Dom's sorting out all the merch stuff, so
there you go. Plug.
Yeah.
So Raw for fast hand. Who wants it?
My army's kind of doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think I would quite like first turn, try and chip away at some of your warriors a little bit and get some board control, but I think I can play it either way.
I want fast hand. Just said. 2, 5. So Drukhari fast hand coming up next. Or any pre-game shenanigans for you?
Yeah, I am actually going to do Cruel Misdirection, I think it's called, which is the Poison Tongue specific stratagem. Which after the battle, after we find out who goes turn 1, I can redeploy 3 Poison Tongue units.
Okay.
Insidious Misdirection is called, so I can redeploy them or put them into tactical reserve. So I'm basically going to pick up 3 Venoms and move them.
Okay. And I get to do my pre-game 6-inch move.
You get to do your pre-game 6-inch move.
So I'll come back after that before the first turn.
Yep.
So pre-game shenanigans done for Necrons. We've literally moved the rule up, arcs onto objective, warriors up the side, and just shuffle around there for some line of sight. And then start of George's turn, we've done.
I've moved 3 Venoms, so I've moved my 2 Incubi Venoms to here, and my 1 Witch Venom with my Succubus into the middle, hoping to get in a better position to move up and do some turn 1 charges.
Yep. So that's it pre-game, so we're back after George's movement. So Drukhari, turn 1 movement's done. We'll talk it through.
Everything moved up and spread out a little bit. Incubi, Witches and Succubus got out of the Venoms that I redeployed, so they're in a nice position to sort of charge turn 1. Mandrakes came from behind the building to do some extra support. Talos just shifted up a little bit. They're going to fire some shots here and there, but I don't expect them to do much. They're just going to be there for later game purposes. Then Venoms kind of moved around to support objective holding. Racks moved on to objectives. These guys retrieved Octarius data in this quarter. That's about it, really.
Yeah. So on to the shooting phase. Do you know what you're going to start with?
Yes, probably the Venom Warrior squad over here, because they're only just in range of these guys here. So I'm just going to fire 5 rifles at those.
Yep.
So 5 rifles hitting on 3s. So that's 3 hits, and because they're Poison Tongue, I wound on 3s.
Yep.
So that's 2 saves, no AP.
And my protocol this turn was Internal Guardian, so I count as again light cover. So 3 ups. Both saved.
Both saved.
Yep.
Then we'll fire the venom itself at the same unit.
Yep.
So this is just 6 shots, hitting on 3s.
Double splinter cannon.
Double splinter cannons, and then wounding on 3s because poison tongue. So 3 hits, and he's a -1 AP.
-1, so 4 ups. So 3 die. And that's the end of venom shooting.
That's it for that attack. Yeah.
So reanimations, 5 ups, you roll 1s. So 2 get back up. But you killed 3 tally. Got no prisoners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's do some shuffling.
Next one is going to be this venom. There's nothing inside it, so they are just going to shoot these warriors again.
Yep.
So 6 shots, 4 hits, and 3s again because of poison tongue. So 3 wounds at -1.
That's 1, so that's a 4 up. 3 dead.
3 dead. 6 on Battalion.
Any more shooting for that?
No.
So 5 ups, 2 get back up, no 1 dead.
So again, the venom again. So this empty venom, shooting at the same unit.
Yep.
Only 3 hits. And then 3s to wound. 2 wounds at -1.
4 ups, 2 dead. Animations, 5 ups. So 1 gets back up. Okay.
Okay. Then so that's those one. This one can't shoot because of obscuring terrain, so it's just going to stay there and do nothing. I can shoot these to Talos at this unit.
Yep.
Because they can see, so within range, just about that one. That one might just be out actually, so we'll say this one. Double check actually, 18 inches. Is that a bit? No, that's good. So he must be in as well, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 shots. Hitting on 4s because they're Talos. And strength 8, so
4.
2s. So 2 saves at -4.
No save.
No save. It's D6 plus 2 damage, but it doesn't matter.
End of their shooting.
End of their shooting.
Reanimations, 5 ups. 1 dead, 1 back up.
Yep. And then then this one, shooting the same target, but only 1 can see. So both miss.
Yep.
Then these venoms here, so we're going to fire the warriors from inside this one. These guys, so outside of rapid fire, but inside normal, so just 5 splinter rifles. And then 3s because they're poison tongue, so 2 saves, no AP.
So 3 ups. Both saved.
No save. And the venom itself. So 3s, and then 3s again because of poison tongue. So 2 saves at -1.
So 4 ups. 2 dead.
2 dead.
And then shooting.
And the shooting for the venom, yeah.
Reanimations. 1 back up.
One back up. And then this venom, shooting at the same target. There's nothing inside it, so it's just the venom itself.
Yep.
With its double splinter cannon. 3 saves and -1.
4 ups. 3 more dead. Reanimations. So you got to add 5 in your tally.
5.
All 3 get back up.
Oh, the charge.
Okay, so end the shooting. On to charges.
So the Succubus that's behind this terrain is going to charge into these warriors, so you can't overwatch her.
Yep.
Okay, so 2d6 charge. That's a nice 10.
Yep. So she'll make it in.
So she's going to make it in, which ties you up in combat.
Yep.
Which means that my Incubi can charge in without being worried. So she is just going to go to there. The witches are going to do the same.
Yep.
So we have a 4 for that one, which probably isn't enough, but because they're red grief, I get to re-roll the charge.
Okay.
And I get 4 again, so that probably isn't enough. I'll just double check, but I don't think it is. So yeah, I'm outside of 5, so yeah, I think that's a failed charge from the witches.
Oh, fuck that.
Incubi going to charge the same unit.
They can fail as well, I'll be appreciated.
6. I think that might get them. So yeah, I'm 7 inches away, so the Incubi get in. So they're just going to go there. And then because Martin's been clever and he's pulled models outside of this bit, so these Incubi that we're aiming to charge these guys can't really charge them anymore. So instead I'm going to charge these Incubi into this squad.
Yep.
So we get a 6, which might not be enough. So I might have to CP reroll it. No, it's just enough, so I'm going to go there. There. There, so we've got 2 Incubi squads into those.
That poor warrior.
That poor warrior squad is going to feel some hurt now. And then the mandrakes.
Yep.
So we'll do the first Mandrake squad into these guys.
Yeah, so I am going to Overwatch.
Yep.
So I'll do that off camera. Okay, so both Mandrakes did charge. We did go back and do a bit more shooting. The Mandrakes killed
Four warriors?
Or
Five warriors, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot my Bale blasts. But, so it made a bit of a difference. But they all got in, and I've conga lined these guys. So I've still got this guy on this primary, just to make it a bit more difficult for Martin to score it.
Okay, so all charges are done. No shenanigans. So starting off with Drukhari. What unit are you going to start with?
Well, first thing I'm going to try and Tormentor helm you. Oh, I'm going to break everything. First thing I'm going to try and Tormentor helm you. It's very unlikely, but we'll do this Incubi squad. No, and this Incubi squad. Nope. So I have to beat his leadership, and if I do, then you fight last.
Yep.
So I run the risk of getting interrupted now. So I'm probably going to do my Succubus first.
Yep.
Because she's actually quite weak on the return hit, and there's a good chance that like 5 warriors punching her would probably kill her. So I'm going to do the Succubus first. 1, because she's cool, and 2, because I can just consolidate out of combat again.
Yes.
So she has 6 attacks normally, +1 for Adrenalite. So she's hitting you on 2s. Come on, dice. There we go. So no 6s that time, sadly, so I don't get to see her precision blows go off. But we are going to roll to her. So I'm strength 5. So that is 2 saves at -4 AP and 2 saves at -3 AP.
So don't get so saves on either.
Nope.
That's 4 deaths.
4 dead. See if they get back up.
Yep. So 5 ups, 3 1-1s, 3 dead, and 1 gets back up.
Okay. So it's
Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 command points and interrupt with the Warrior Strode here. So I piled in, or 12 attacks going on to these Incubi and 1 into the other Strode. Because if I can kill some Incubi, it may help me out. Only hitting on 3s because I didn't manage to get my real view done off. I haven't had a ton yet. So hitting on 3s. Then strength 4, toughness 3.
3.
Take the wound. That is 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8 saves.
8 saves.
No AP.
2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 saves are 3+ because they're Incubi suits. So you do manage to kill 3.
Good.
Going to go 1, 2. And should I put a wound on the Clavex, or should I? I'll put a wound on the Clavex.
That's probably took 2 wounds, isn't it?
Clavex, yeah, they're like X-Archers, so 2 wounds each, yeah.
You know, the other day I tried that check, it's fucking bang. I was like, you killed all my bats. I was like, I'll take 1 wound, okay. And I was just like, you got fucking 2 wounds. I was like, oh no.
Okay.
And then 1 attack on the other one. Hits, wounds.
Wounds, 3 up on that guy. Saved. Okay, so on to my more combat. So we'll do the wounded squad. I'm going to do the everything's going to use the 2-handed profile because it's just better. So 4 attacks from the Clavex and then 3 from each Incubi.
Okay.
These are hitting on 2s because they're weapon skill 2. And they're strength 5 against toughness 4, so 3s. So that is 1, 2, 3. These are all -3 or -4, so just straight through damage basically.
So 5 dead.
5 dead.
5 reanimations. 5 ups. 4 get back up.
4 get back up. We're loving life. And with an attack with that squad, I'm going to spend 1 CP, 2, 4, 6, 8 to do Prey on the Weak. Which means if you've taken any wounds, if you're under half strength, I reroll all hits.
Yeah.
If you've taken any wounds, I reroll 1 to the hit on the Incubi squad.
I'm not under half strength.
It doesn't matter. I mean, the hit on 2 is reroll, so it's effectively the same. So 4 for the Clavex, and then 3 for each Incubi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 dice. There we go. So 2s, rerolling 1s, which is good because that's quite a few 1s. So all hit. And then 3's the wound.
Yep.
I'll take all the 1s and 2s. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dead.
So I do get reanimations, luckily. Do kill unit. 3, 6, 9, 10. Come on, reanimations. 5 ups. Reroll. That's dreadful. So 3 get back up and 7 dice.
So we're going to do this squad first. They're just going to touch you.
Yep.
Like that. So 4 attacks for the Night Fiend. Dice pen. And then 3 attacks for each Mandrake.
Ugh.
So hitting on 3s. These don't cause mortals, which you'll be pleased to know. They're just strength 4 -1.
Okay.
So 4s. So 3 saves at -1 on your Warriors.
5 ups. 2 dead. Is that unit finished?
Yep.
The animations, 5 ups. 1 goes back up.
So 2 more dead.
Yep.
And then the other Mandrake squad that aren't going to pile in, they're just going to stay where they are. So only these 3 can attack.
Yep.
So it's the Night Fiend again. It's not involved. So 3 again, -1. Oh, they're -2 on these 2 actually, because it's Blade Artists.
Okay, so 6s on 2.
6s on 2 of them, yeah.
2 dead, and then 1 5 up. No, so 3 dead. 3 reanimations. 1 goes back up. I'm not like doing this. So, my tag's back.
Yeah, I'm missing a Mandrake.
You lost on Overwatch, yeah?
Oh, there's 2 on Overwatch, so there should be 3 here. Where's the third one?
Yup, 1, 2, 3, and then you're 5, yeah?
Oh yeah, sorry, -3. Yeah.
George can't count.
I can't count.
So, Phaeron. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks onto the unit of 3. Hit on 3s. Reading on 3s, is it?
Yeah, T3.
Okay. So, 3 saves.
Oh, you've been hitting on 4s, mate, so I'm -1 to hit, sorry.
There you go, try. 4s. 4 hit.
And 3s, T3.
3 saves still.
3 saves, 3 5-ups. Which squad is this on, the Wounded squad or
the 3 sword?
Okay, so 2 more dead, which leaves just the Night Fiend.
Okay. I think that's it for combat, unless you got any more shenanigans.
No, that's it.
No?
Yeah.
So morale,
Morale.
it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, your both Warrior squads lost a lot.
Yeah. So this one's down to 8. And this one's down to 8. Oh. I'm not going fucking past because I need my command points. So,
At the moment, I've killed 45 Warriors.
and he was, what did you say? I don't want to take no prisoners. So on this squad of Warriors, I need to roll 1. No, so it fails. And then 4,
So because
7.
they've taken a hit from the Poison Tongue Venom, they're -1 to the combat attrition rolls, so you failed on 1s and 2s.
I failed 1, 2s anyway because I'm in half strength.
Then it's 3s, 1s, 2s, and 3s. Yeah, 1s, 2s, and 3s.
I'm starting to feel what else people are pain with Drukhari.
So 3 run
3
away.
run away. Ugh. So I'm actually going to break combat.
Yeah, cool.
Like that.
Yep.
4 more points on my prisoners as well for you. Because we ran.
Yeah.
Other warrior squad. So you roll 1. No, fails.
You lose 1. Again, because of Poison Tongue, there'll be -1 additional.
Yeah, so I got 7 there. 4, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3 as they run.
What did you roll?
Don't yuck.
Is it horrible?
I got 1 warrior left.
In the whole squad?
Yes.
Ouch.
Oh, happy days. Okay, so our 40 warriors, I've got 5 left.
I've killed 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. I've killed 51 warriors this turn out of a 220-man squad.
Fucking hell. Just a pile of bodies. Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So points.
Points I've retrieved Octarius in this quarter.
Yeah, they're not going to see it. I get my score shot over.
I've retrieved Drukhari
For 1 quarter.
For 1 quarter, and I've scored quite a lot on no prisoners at the moment. But I don't get any hurt the prey on turn 1, it only activates from turn 2 onwards.
What are you on the prisoners?
No prisoners at the moment, I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the
5
moment.
points. Okay.
5 points on no prisoners.
Okay, so next up is Necrons, turn 1. So, Necrons, end of movement. Brought back Warriors here, 5 of them. Reapers advanced up. Doomsday Arcs moved up, holding this objective. Lightbringer popped out and went boo and killed the first sword of Incubi through his time powers. And this warrior moved into that table core to do data retrieval. So on to shooting, and we can then start with the Doomsday Arc back here. Side guns into the Incubi, high power shot into the towers.
Yep.
Okay, so side guns shooting in at the Incubi. So 10 shots, hitting on freeze. No rerolls. Strength 4. So 5 saves.
5 saves.
Minus 1.
Minus 1. So 4 ups. I make all but 1. So the Codex dies because he was on 1 win.
Yep. So then the big one, the high powered shot. 3 shots.
The average.
What's CP then?
I don't know, mate, do you?
No. Because how my luck's go down there. So 3 shots into a palace, hitting on freeze. I will CP that one. Nope. Strength 10. So
7, so freeze.
freeze. 2 at minus 4.
So that'll go straight to my invul. So 2 6-ups. I make nothing.
Nope. 7 wounds, yeah?
7 wounds apiece and then minus 1 damage. So,
Okay, so I'll run both together. So 4 damage.
So 4 damage.
It's on the round win.
So 5 ups on their pains. So I take 2. Is it, which
Oh,
squad was it?
the first one.
This squad?
Yeah. Well, that's under round win. Warden will stick his guns into the squad of 5 mandrakes.
Yep.
Are they any minus?
Minus 1 at all times.
So hitting on 4s. Strength 5.
It's up to 3, so 3s.
So 1 at minus 1.
5 up, saved.
This is a gun roll.
Not a good start.
Cryptek will shoot into the single mandrake. They're hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Strength 5. Freeze. 1 at minus 2.
On the single mandate, yeah?
Yeah.
So 5 again. No, saved. Realspace Raider.
Oh!
In life.
So 3, 6, 9 warriors, and we'll do 6 into the 5 and 1. No, 6 and 3. Yeah, 3 into the 1 and 6 into the other.
Okay.
Oh. They did get my Ruby done, so I'm hitting on 2s, back to hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Wounded on 3s.
Yep.
Come on, die you motherfucker.
Is this
4
on
on the one guy.
the one guy? So 5s. Oh, he dies twice.
Get out. So then 9 shots on 9 guys. On the other strut. So hitting on 3s. And wounded on 3s.
Ooh, it's quite a lot.
7 saves.
7 saves.
Minus 1.
3, 4, 6, 7. Ooh, I think that's all of them dead. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the squad.
So next up we've got Reaper Warriors all shooting into the first Venom. I spent 1, which means 60's auto wound. So 38 shots.
38 shots into a venom.
Yeah. I did advance, so -1, but use -1 anyway.
Yep.
So it does not make a difference. So hitting on 4s, looking for 6s. What have I got a feeling it's gonna live?
It's only got 6 wounds.
You say that? I'll take out the auto wounds. Okay. It's worth it.
That was not very good, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s. So 3, 6, 7, 10, 14 saves.
14 saves.
On you involved.
On me. So 14 saves with 5 up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just. You just. Oh no, 7. So you just overkilled him. See if it explodes on a 6. Nope.
Risky business. Hitting on 4s because we cover. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. Yeah.
4s. Nothing.
Nothing.
So the low-powered cannon got mute. 5 shots. Again, hitting on 4s. 2 racks left in the corner. That was a Doomsday Arc shot. I believe that's all my shooting. So into charge phase, and Nightbringer's going to charge the 2 incubi.
Have no guns.
And he's in on 6. And do I charge Talos and be an idiot?
Well, they advanced, so surely you can't charge them unless you.
I'm on that Doomsday Arc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he can.
Yes, Doomsday Arc's going to charge Talos's.
Okay, you got a unit of 2 there and a unit of 2 here.
This unit here.
Yep. They've taken some wounds.
So if I get 5. I'll to charge here, but I'm going to spend a command point and re-roll it. 10 inches.
Then
and
he's getting in there.
There we go. Like that. There's reasons. It's done, and then George heroically intervened.
Yep. So I left enough space with my Archon to heroically intervene that way. So he has gone into the Doomsday Arc, and he's going to use his Ancient Evil Warlord trait to make your fight last.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
I'm ashamed about that. So we'll go straight into combat. I'll do a Nightbringer off camera because they will just die. And then we'll come back and see what happens with the Doomsday Arc.
Yeah. So let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to make the the Doomsday Arc fight last. I'm going to activate my Talos first. So these 2 are going to swing into this. So we're going to do 2 attacks with the Ichor Injectors. So I just need to hit. So 3s. So 1 hit. That causes D3 mortal wounds. So just the 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And then.
Sorry, what's the AP on your guns? Or weapons, sorry.
On the melee weapons,
Yes.
it's 3.
Okay, and damage?
3.
So I will spend 1 in quantum deflection.
Okay.
So that puts my invuln back to a 4 up, not a 5 up.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're only in turn 2, so these are hitting on 4s because they're -1 to hit because of the Talos Gauntlet. But I do reroll 1s because I'm in a Realspace raid and I've got my Archon there. So just 3 hits.
There's 1 under the Doomsdayer. So what I rolled?
That's a 2, it's alright. So it's 2 wounds. Oh no, I only wound on 4s, don't I? Because you've got transhuman. So it's 1 wound at -4 AP.
So 4 invuln. Nope.
Nope.
3 damage here.
Flat 3 damage, yeah.
Yeah, so down to 11.
Yep, then you take the 1 mortal.
So down to 10.
Then the Archon will attack, because you'll fight last.
Yep.
So the Archon gets 5 attacks as standard, and then an extra 1, 2 for the Gin Blade.
Yep.
So 7 attacks hitting on 2s. Not rerolling 1s, because you don't buff yourself nowadays. And then Strength 4, Toughness 7, so 5s. So that's 3 saves at -3. 4 saves at -3, sorry.
4 saves, so 4 ups. 2 go through.
That's flat 3 damage apiece.
So 4.
And we'll see if the Gym Blade hurts my Archon. It does not.
So it's, I do get to do D3 attacks back to you.
Yep.
2 on 6s. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. So is that all the combat?
I believe so.
So morale for your.
Well, I could actually heroically intervene this guy, I think.
Oh, you motherfucker.
But I'm happy to leave it. I'm happy to say that Martin didn't make a mistake in positioning his warrior 3 inches near my succubus, did you, Martin?
No, I didn't.
That was 3.1 inches away, wasn't it, Martin?
Yes.
Good man, Martin.
Right, Ascend turn. Morale for you on that.
Yeah, so they lost 3, so the leadership 8 is of the Yakafist, so on a 6 I lose another 1. So I rolled a 2.
Okay, it's worth it.
Almost.
Yeah.
And I lost all 10 incubi, look at that. But they did some work.
So for me, I don't score behind enemy lines. I do get 1 on retrieval of data.
Yep.
No assassinate yet.
No assassinate yet.
Yeah. So then coming into Drukhari turn 2, score 15. No.
So I've only got this one and this one. So I've only got 2 objectives at the moment because you are.
I'm not obsessed with him, so you actually hold that one.
Oh, so I do actually hold that one, yeah, because you're offset here, but I have 7 models on it, so I actually went on that one. So
and I got 3 as well, though. So
yeah,
10.
So
10 points.
Yeah. So you're on 3, I'm on 3, so I'll just get 10 for the primary.
So Drukhari turn 2 next. Okay, so Drukhari turn 2. What's that then?
So the witches got out of this venom and moved up and advanced onto this objective here, ready to charge the scarabs, hopefully. The witches here shuffled around a little bit, mainly to make some room for my succubus to hop out, hopefully do some wounds to Nightbringer, and then hop back again. Venom's moved around just to spread out a bit to stop the Ophidians from coming in next turn and just deleting this rack unit. I've done retrieve Octarius data on this rack unit, so I've done 2 table quarters now. Fell back these Talos and used Cruel Deception to allow them to still charge. I don't care about their shooting, so I only spent the 1 CP on them. Fell back the Archon, moved up these Talos into here to get some shots off at the Nightbringer. I'm hoping the shots from here will destroy this Doomsday Arc, which might allow the charge. If not, I can try something else, but we're hoping that'll be enough. And that's about it, really.
Right.
Everything else just kind of stayed where it was. Ranks just shuffled and spread out a bit.
And you took 1 venom off.
I took 1 venom off here. I moved the venom with the warriors that was here to within 9 inches of my board edge. Spent the CP and did rapid redeployment, which lets me remove it from the board. And it can come on by strategic reserves next turn. So on a flank, basically. Because I didn't really need it here. I can use it later to try and get retrieve Octarius elsewhere.
So on to shooting?
On to shooting. We don't do psychics.
No.
So we're going to start with this venom shooting at the Nightbringer. There's nothing in it, so we're just going to do 6 shots, hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s because he's not a vehicle. So 3 saves at -1, not that it matters.
What? Takes his 3 wounds.
Takes his 3 wounds, it's 2 damage apiece, so 3 wounds. And that's it, he can't be shot anymore really. Well, he can. But
he can,
but it just doesn't do anything.
Stick everything into him.
So we're going to fire these 4 heat lances into this Doomsday Arc. So these are hitting on 4s, but they're re-rolling 1s because of the Archon, and I'm in a Realspace raid. So strength 8s, but 4s because of quantum shielding. So only 1, -4.
5 up. No.
D6 plus 2 damage. So 6 damage.
Does it explode? No.
No. Then we're going to fire this venom into these warriors.
Okay.
These 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do the guys inside actually, because they might be in rapid fire range, but I doubt it. No, they're not. They are rapid fire, those guys, though, so I might do that instead. So 6 shots at the venom, at the warriors that are on the objective. 3s, so just 1 save at -1.
5 up, saved.
5 up saved. The guys inside this venom shooting at these warriors. They are in rapid fire range, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4 hits, and then 3s because they're poison tongue. So 4 saves, no AP.
4 ups. 2 dead.
2 2 dead.
Reanimations, 2 back up.
The venom from here shooting into this warrior that's just on the objective, being annoying.
Yep.
So 4 hits,
Yep.
and then 3s to wound him. Just 1 wound at -1 AP.
Just the one.
-1.
No, dead.
There'll be plus, that'll be fine because he's in terrain, isn't he?
I'll take it.
-1/+1. Then the next venom, shooting the same target, so this one.
Yep.
So 3s. 3 saves of -1.
Whoops. Now he's
No,
dead.
So shot that. Haven't shot these, so I'll fire nothing into nothing. I don't want to kill them all warriors because it will increase my charge range. So I kind of want to leave that there. Because at the moment I'm looking at a 8-inch charge, which is quite high. So I'll leave my heat lancers from there.
Yep.
They were kind of back up anyway to see if this venom whiffed, then I would have fired the heat lancers into there.
Yep.
The witches over there that are touching cover are going to shoot their splinter pistols and no, they're not because they advanced. They're not shooting anything. So that's it for shooting. Good, pleased to know.
Good.
Yeah.
Like a little bear with Alex.
But now comes the pain train, so now comes the charge phase. So we're going to declare a charge with the Succubus into the Nightbringer.
Yep, bring it on.
So she gets a happy 11, so she is definitely keen. So she is just going to hop onto the wall basically, so she's within an inch. The witches are going to do the same. No, they're not. The witches are not going to do the same because you'll pick up the witches. So just the Succubus charging the Nightbringer. We'll do a good panoramic challenge. Like that, look at that. Long charge from the Talos into these warriors.
Yep.
So I need a 9. Was it a 9 or an 8?
8.
Was it an 8? Was it?
8.
Oh yeah, it's not. I'm 9 inches away, so I need an 8. So an 8. I get a 6. So I'm going to spend a CP to try and re-roll that. I get a 9. So they get in.
Ugh.
Oh, I forgot one thing for my shooting. I'll have to go back there, sorry.
What's that?
So, the homunculus is going to use this once per game and as vitae.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, hits you on a 2. Hits you. So, it's a grenade 1, and it does D3 mortals. If the target unit has 11 or more models, it's D3 plus 3. So, how many models have we got in the Warriors squad?
3, 6, 10.
10, oh, so just D3 mortals, so just the 1 mortal. But it boosts, because I hit you, it boosts the power from pain table by 1 for the rest of the battle round.
Just for them or everyone?
The whole army. The whole army, so I'm now effectively in turn 3, which means my whole army gets +1 to hit. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So at the moment I'm only on 3.
I think I'm going to start playing with Drukhari again.
And then we're going to do a charge from the Talos into these guys, because I played Cool Deception to fall back. So just a 3, but I'm like really, really low, so I'm just going to hop over there. And I think the homunculus is going to get involved, because why not? And he's really keen, so he's going to get 12, so he's going to get it there.
Good.
Okay. That's it for charges.
Witches.
Oh no, the witches over there. So they advanced up, but because I've got advance and charge from power and pain, so they're going into the scarabs. So a 7 should do it.
Yep.
I can re-roll if I want to because of red grief, but I'm not going to bother because 7 is more than enough.
Roll in.
Roll in. Like so. And that's it for charges.
Okay, so onto combat. So George is being brought in and starting with Succubus. Believe it? Would you believe it?
So the Succubus swing in, 7 attacks because she's got Adrenalite. So she's already caused 6 mortals, so we'll just leave it there.
Yep.
And then she's going to consolidate 6 inches out because she's a Master Succubus, so she can do that.
All I'm going to say is, run bitch, run.
Run. So she's going to go to there. So the Nightbringer can't swing back.
So, okay.
then you have an opportunity to interact if you want.
I've only got 3 command points, so no.
So over here then, so these are hitting on 2s at the moment because it's turn 3. Which I would have done, which would allow me to reroll 1s, but I'm not going to do it. Yep. So we'll just do 2 with the Ichor injectors. These are hitting on 2s because it's turn 3 now. Okay. So both hits, so it's 2d3 mortal wounds. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds.
Okay, so 4 dead.
4 dead.
I don't reanimate from that.
And then the attacks with the Talos Gauntlet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are -1 to hit with +1 to hit. So I'm hitting back on 3s. And the strength 8, so they're wounding you on 2s. So it's 4 saves and -3.
So no save.
No save, so just 4 dead.
So you get reanimation, nice.
Yep.
Does that end the fighting?
End of the attacks, yeah.
Okay, so you killed 8.
Yep.
I can reanimate 4 of them. Which I do.
Nice. So it's 8.
So here, reanimations, I've actually managed to get him back and nick his objective.
Cunning Croc.
Cheeky.
Cheeky Croc.
Cheeky. A Drukhari player would be proud.
Well, you've got some lovely dark armor over there, I can see, so I don't mind. From Archon to Archon, you can respect the shenanigans. So we're just going to do combat here with the Talos.
Yep.
So again, 2 Ichor injectors. I am going to do Prey on the Weak on this one actually to reroll 1s.
Okay.
I don't think are you under half strength?
6, 8 now, yeah.
So I reroll everything. I reroll all hits.
Oh, just reroll it.
Just reroll everything.
Just reroll it.
Because I'm preying on the weak. So 2s, so they both hit.
Yep.
2d3 mortal wounds, so that's 4 again.
4 dead. Oh, I want to go reanimations here.
And then the Talos Gauntlet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are hitting on 3s, but I reroll everything because of Prey on the Weak, which is really good because I missed horribly. And then 2s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead.
That's the short dead, no reanimations.
Things, and he is going to stay where he is.
Yep.
They are going to pile in that way, so touching you like that.
Yep. So then just the witches left.
Just the witches left. So the witches are just basic, but they have got grade lotus, which means they're strength 4.
Yeah.
So it's 5 attacks from the Hecatrix, and then 4 attacks from each witch.
We can get off some dead scouts.
So these are hitting on 2s because it's turn 3 because of the Animus Veto. So that many hits. Strength 4 against toughness 3, so 3s. Okay, so that's 4 saves at -2.
No save.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves at -1.
No save. Damage 1 each?
Damage 1 each.
Yes, so that's 2 bases and 1 on 3 wounds. Okay, so end of combat. Got 1 base left there. No witches die fighting back. Nothing happened here. So then this morale. I don't think I've got any actually. 5, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So no.
Nice, so fine.
And everything else is dead.
Everything else is dead?
Yes.
So yeah,
so you score on points.
So points at the moment, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on Herd the Prey because your unit isn't wholly within this table quarter.
Yeah.
So these 2 table quarters are clear, so I get 4 on Herd the Prey. I've retrieved a second Octarius data in this quarter. Yeah. And I've got another 1, 2, and I'm on my way to a 3rd for no prisoners.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. And then going into Necrons Turn 2, and I scored 10 points on primary because I nicked that objective.
You nicked that objective, so you got.
Back for double attack.
Yeah.
Literally those 2.
Yeah.
That was it. So Necrons Turn 2 next. Turn 2. Here the Scarab managed to escape. Over here, Phaeron destroyers have come in and done the data. Wardens moved on to objective. Here, the Warriors regained 3 and stayed in combat, and Overlord's coming up to iron up the Humiki ice. So then end of reread, Lightbringer powers. So let's do Antimatter Meteor. So on a 3 to 5, takes 3 mortal wounds. On a 6 up, D3 plus 3. 6 piece.
D3
Thank you. Yeah.
on my Succubus. Okay. That's really killer.
No, 6 piece.
Oh, she's a life on 1.
And then he's going to stare at her with gaze of death. So 1 enemy unit with 9 inches, so her. Or do I actually? No, I'm going to do it on the witches.
Yeah, I'll do it on the witches, mate.
On the witches, 3 dice, I need 4 ups, 2 of them. So 2d3 mortal wounds onto the witches. So 5.
3, 4, 5 is all of them. Whole squad.
Boom.
Boom.
He pops up and goes boo. So on to you shooting.
So he's Gauss Flayer arraying my precious witches over there after failing their no escape roll to stop the scarab from running away.
Yeah, and I am going to do disintegrators. So any 6s auto wound.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be infantry yet.
I am going to respond and do 1 CP to lightning fast reaction.
Okay.
So -1 to hit.
So hit on 4s. Please die. Reading on 3s.
Yeah, T3.
I didn't know if I had any 6s then.
You had 1 6, mate.
1 6, yeah. So 1 auto wound. 3 wound. So 4, 8, 9.
Do you mind if I use your dice?
Yep.
So I'm just going to re-roll these. So these are all on 6s because they're on turn 2. Yeah, so 6s. So I pass 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 die. That's the whole squad. Blip, 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 blip.
Okay. And then the one that matters.
The big shots.
D6 shots at the talos.
Big shot from this over to there.
Just give me skins on.
Here we go. Here we go. He's got the 6. He's got the 6.
My power base goal. We're doing it. Right, I am going to do something to auto wound you.
You've already used it, mate.
No, with a gun here somewhere. In my shooting phase, Technomancer targeting. So before making a wound roll for an attack made by a Necron model, I do not roll for it, it auto wounds.
Nice, you just need to hit me.
Yeah, so 1 of those 6s auto wounds you.
Oh, okay, so it's not the whole lot.
No.
Okay.
1 attack.
Oh, so you just roll 5 dice, see if you hit.
So wounding on 3, I've got to hit you first. It does help.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s. So 3 hits. So I will strapped one of them, one of those.
CP reroll another.
I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Busting the CP2. Yep.
Pays off.
So then 3 to wound.
That is
So 2 plus
3 wounds altogether.
Yes.
Okay. So these are on my info. So 6s. So I don't fail. I don't pass any.
Okay.
So
there are 7 wounds, yeah?
7 wounds apiece.
I'll do the first 2.
So that's -1 damage per shot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on that one.
Do that one.
1, 2, 3, so 7. So if you hold that, I'll get some dice. So doing the bat rats. So I passed 2, so it takes 5. So it goes down to 2 wounds.
So the fucking thing's gonna heal, isn't it? Right. That's it for shooting. So charges. And the Nightbringer is going to charge the Succubus, obviously. And gets in. And then Overlord's going to charge the Homunculus.
Yep.
Let's see what I get. 9 inches.
I don't think he's in there.
Yeah. Boom. So he is in.
Right, so we're in the fight phase. Martin, after a little persuasion from Archon George, he was going to choose to do this fight first, which would leave him open for a 2 CP and drop over here. But after I persuaded him, that would be a silly move, wouldn't it, Martin?
I'm going with this, but if my Overlord then dies,
He won't die.
okay, I'm going to be fucking heartbroken. I never trust
So
this.
I think the Nightbringer is about to pick up my precious Succubus. So he hits.
2
Sees the kill. Yeah,
No involved,
she
no.
is obliterated.
Assassinate. So then you'll spend to interrupt.
No, I'm going to save my CP. That's how confident I am that homunculi are not very good in combat.
Right. Come on, Overlord. So 4 attacks was Warscythe. No shenanigans we can call. So hitting on 2s. That's on minus.
Nope.
4 hits.
Toughness 4.
Strength 7. 2s.
3s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Minus 4.
Minus 4, so it just goes on my invul, so it's 6 ups. So I passed 1, and there's another 4 or something under there. How much damage each?
2 each.
2 each, so it's 4 damage. No, minus 1 because I'm Artist of Flesh, so it's only 2 damage.
Oh, fuck it.
But I take 2 wounds, so I go down to 3.
Oh no. Okay, then you attack me.
My attack's back, so he's going to prick you with his needle. He misses. Are you pleased to know? Then he gets. I have to double check this. I think it's 4 attacks. This is how often the homunculus fights. So let's have a look, shall we? Homunculus. So 4 attacks to standard. 1 has gone the Ichor Injector, so it's just 3 attacks, but plus 2 because of the Scissor Hand. So hitting on 2s. And wounding on 4s because it's poisoned. So no wounds. See? There, Martin? See? There's the evidence that homunculus does nothing in combat.
Good. So then you fight fast through houses?
Yes. No, I wouldn't because I activated my homunculus first.
2s. 5s, nothing.
No.
So then you attack the houses.
Yep. 1, 2. Ichor Injectors. Hits. 4 mortal wounds. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. These are hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. So 4 dead. So see if they get back up.
So 8 dead for your tally. Reanimations.
3 get back up.
Yep. 5.
So 16 for my tally. Definitely hold that one. I think that one is quite firmly in the Cron hands. So, end of Necron Turn 2. How many have you scored?
Assassinate for 3.
Yep.
Got 2 data retrievals.
Yep.
And no behind enemy lines.
Yet. Yeah.
But then going into your turn 3.
Going into my turn 3, I've only got 1 objective. Yeah, because the Overlord over here is obsecking me off this one. The Nightbringer killed everything here, because that's what he does. And the Gauss Flayer array killed my witches that were over there on that objective, which gives it back to the Scarab. And the Warriors are double obsecking this, which means he gains that one. So I'm only on 1 objective, which means I only get 5 for the primary going into turn 3. Feeling good, Martin? Is that a good turn?
Protocol, turn 3 is I can fall back and shoot this turn.
Woo!
-1.
Okay.
Drukhari, turn
3. Yeah.
What's happening?
So the unit that went into reserve came back on this quarter, and I used the new stratagem, I can't remember what it's called, but it basically allows the unit to come out of the transport.
Yep.
Venom stayed where they were because I still need to screen up for the second unit of Ophidians. Talos that were here moved up in advance. They got a 1. I CP rerolled the 1 into a 2, which was brilliant, to try and get a charge off on the Nightbringer in a minute. These Talos just moved around here, and they're going to do heat lances into this guy and then try and charge and finish off this dude. Archon made a big advance move of 13 inches over to here to try and support this lot to deal with all this, basically. And this Venom moved from this side to this side to get a line on the Ophidians to try and put some shots on them. That's about it, really.
Yep. They're doing data.
They're doing retrieve Atarius data in that quarter. We're going to go into the shooting phase.
Yep. Do you know what you're going to start with?
So we're going to start with the Heat Lancers here into your Royal Warden.
Yep.
So 4 Heat Lancers hitting on 4s. It's only 1 hit.
Yep.
3s. So yeah, 3. So fail to wound. So that was a bit lucky. But
Lucky Warden.
Is what it is. First Venom into the Nightbringer.
Yep.
So 6 shots. And then 3s because it's Poison Tongue. So only 2 saves, -1.
4 ups. Save them both. They're making work for it.
Second Venom. 3s. Just the 1.
Ooh. 4 up. Saved.
Gonna do it.
Oh, come on.
This one. Oh, that was a terrible roll. Look at that. That was amazing. Nope,
No.
Failed. Oh, 3 Venoms shooting into a Nightbringer.
That's actually quite big.
That is actually quite big, because that means my Talus punctured him on the charge, which does mean that I'm going to have to fire this other Venom into him and hope that that does the damage, because otherwise my Talus are going to bounce. So that's a lot better. And then 3s. So that hopefully should do it. So it all works out in the end.
So I need to make
5.
I want to make it all of them apart from 2.
You need
3
to
up.
make all of them, yeah, basically.
Yeah, all.
So he takes his 4.
So he takes 4. So if I see P1, he'll still take 2. So he can still die in combat. Yeah, she gets down to 1 wound. Good shoot.
Okay.
Lucky.
I think that's it for shooting. So, because everything else is out of range. They can fire into combat, can't they? Because they're monsters. So,
heavy weapons? Or
heavy weapons, but we're on turn 3, so with Power from Pain I ignore the modifier for heavy weapons.
Yeah.
So 4s, that's more like it, and then 2s, 2 obliterated.
Yep. The animations, 5 ups, you on the 1s. 1 up.
11. We're going to go into charges.
Yep.
So the Archon, we're going to charge into these warriors.
Yep.
Oh no, we didn't do. We do shooting over here actually.
Oh yeah,
The Venom. Just 6 Venom shots into the Ophidians. 2 saves at -1 on the Ophidians.
Oh, so 5 ups. 1 goes through.
It's 2 damage.
I think it's on 1 wound. I'll check in a sec.
So Archon gets a 5, so he's in.
Yep.
And the Talos charging into your Lord. Oh, I'm rolling 3 dice. There you get a 4, which is enough, but I could re-roll it if I wanted to. But there we go. There like that. There like that. And the big one.
Yep.
So they need probably like a 6, I would have thought, but they are really keen. They are definitely in him. Teach this so-called god what for.
So where are you going to start?
So we are definitely going to start with those guys, because the Nightbringer will just pick up a Talos or 2, probably. So we're definitely going to start with them first.
Boy.
So.
To be fair, I can't interrupt anyway. I've only got 1 command point.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm all excited.
So I've got 3 CP. You are on less than half wounds, so I am going to spend the CP to prey on the weak.
Yeah.
Just to re-roll all hits, just to really. No, I don't need that. That's a waste. I'll use it over there. So 2 Ichor Injectors, both hit because we're on turn 3, so it's +1. So 2d3 mortals. That's 4 mortals. That is a dead Nightbringer. See if his Necrodermis explodes.
Huh?
Necrodermis explodes, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It's pretty bad. I don't know that.
So Martin's finding out that when you shatter the physical body of a god, it tends to cause a big explosion. So on a 4+, the Nightbringer explodes.
And the Necron player didn't know what Nightbringer did. 4 up. No.
No. Okay, so this time he just fizzles.
And then no
prisoners. That one though, but it's a big deal because he's scary.
He's.
Then they're gonna just consolidate 3 inches that way towards the Ghost Arc.
Yep.
So next we're going to do the Talos over here.
Yep.
On the Lord. So 2 Ichor Injector attacks, both hit. So that is 5 mortals.
So he's
1,
dead.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So he's dead.
Okay.
Okay, so he goes down.
He
He
goes down.
goes down.
Goes down.
That's all I'm saying for it.
So the rest of their attacks just fizzle.
Yep.
So we're going to go over here. These are all fight last anyway because of the Archon.
Yep.
So we're going to do. We are going to spend the CP to do Prey on the Weak, which will let me re-roll everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried here.
Actually, no, I don't need to because I've got re-roll ones from the Archon, so I'll keep that CP. I will spend 2 and re-roll wounds, but I don't think it's really necessary. Reach 6.
9. 12 warriors.
Nah, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So the Ichor Injectors, both hit. 4 mortal wounds from the Ichor Injectors.
So 4 dead.
3, 4. 3, 4. So these are hitting on 3s, but re-rolling 1s because of the Archon, because of the Realspace raid. So 2s. So 3 dead. See if they get back up.
So 7 on
altogether.
no prisoners. 5 ups, we want 1s. Nope. So 7 go down.
7 go down. Goes in that way.
So warriors, I took up all the middle section, so you now have power in this way.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to save 1 warrior. So
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not that nice.
7. So
Not very all.
2s.
all die here though.
And then 4s. So it's only 2, -3 and flat 3, so just 2 die.
So 2 reanimations, 2 get back up.
You get back up.
So I'll take those 2.
That does put me on 20 for the priority target mode, no prisoners, sorry.
So I took 2 here,
Yep.
and then I filled my gap
Yep.
back in
Good
KC. There's one thing I can't do, fucking daisy chains.
Daisy chains.
Is that it for combat?
That's it.
Yeah, so end of fight phase.
And the fight phase.
Spend 1 command point. I've got the resurrection protocols.
Yep.
Does my Overlord get back up on a 4 up? Channel my inner Gideon. Come on.
That hot and anticlimax.
Just disappointing. Oh, we'll see. Aye.
You got Ichid.
Yeah. So that's end of turn, I believe.
End
Or
of turn.
I will get to smack back
Oh yeah, smack back with the Warriors.
3 warriors and Archon. Hit on 2s.
Yep.
Wounded on 3s. 2 saves.
2 saves on his Shadowfield. So first one passed.
Fail.
Passed.
Doesn't give me a glimmer of hope.
No.
So morale over there.
Morale over there, yeah.
I've lost a lot. I lost 7.
You lost 7 from the Talos and 2. No, you didn't lose any from the Archon
No.
because they came back. So just 7.
That's a 3 up. Pass on a 1, no matter what.
No matter what, they are staying.
Boom. So then points for you.
Points wise, I think you are actually wholly within this table quarter now.
That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, so I actually only get 2 for Head of the Prey because you've got units in that quarter, and that quarter.
It's up to 6.
So I've done the 3rd Octarius data, and
Yeah.
I've got another 2 points on 20 for no prisoners, so I'm on 10 for no prisoners.
Ooh. Okay. So then moving into Drukhari turn 3. I'm actually on 1, 2, 3 objectives.
Yep.
So I score 10.
Yep.
Boom.
And I'm on 3 as well, so
Yes.
yeah, you're not on more.
Yeah. But Necrons turn 3 next.
So, Necron Turn 3, Martin. Bit of movement, bit of shifting around. So we've got the Doomstar to come over here to draw a line on the Talos unit.
Yeah, Scout's still back on there.
Scarab's still back there. Royal Warden's chickened out.
Literally far away as you can.
Ophidians did a Diglett dig,
Yeah,
back
so I
underground.
spent 1 command point, do Burrowing Nightmares. So he came off, gone to reserve.
Yep, and the other squad of
was sure.
Ophidians appeared in my back line to do another Retrieve Octarius and get a behind enemy lines.
Yeah. Here the Warriors fell back.
Yep.
Oh,
We need to regen some Warriors.
D3.
Ooh, the big 3. You just can't kill him, can you?
Getting 6 more shots in that. They are -1 to shoot because of Conquering Tyrant protocol. And I think that is it.
And this is the general state of the board. So Talos are all up here. Archon's getting involved. Venoms are screening out that corner to stop the retreat of Octarius and behind enemy lines. And all the other objectives have kind of got one model on. So it's Necrons are taking a beating, but they're still in it points-wise, aren't they, man? Yeah. You're still playing it, which is good.
I'm trying. And Amphibian's done data retrieval. And
Yep.
So on to shooting. All the warriors into the Archon. Surprise, surprise.
Ouch. Why?
So 3, 6, 9, so it'll be 18 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no command points. Do any shenanigans. 18, so hitting on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hoping you roll at 1. First roll.
Yeah, it's times like this that the shadow field has to come up clutch, doesn't it, really?
3, 6, 8 saves.
8 saves. So 1, 2, 3. Do this one at a time. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my days.
4, 5. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Ah,
Yes!
there it is. The shadow field has gone. So the last save goes on his normal armor, which is AP 2 and -2, so it's on his 6-up invuln. So he saves that one.
How many 6s?
That was a lot of 6s. That was a.
You literally roll 1 dice under 3.
Yep. So he takes 1 wound, but he has lost his shadow field. It is gone. Unlucky.
Canoptek will shoot his staff into Archon.
Yep.
3 shots. Hitting on 3s. 2 hit. Strength 5.
Toughness 3.
1 at -2.
1 at -2.
Yep.
So on his invuln. That's a 5, which doesn't make it. So he hasn't got Feel No Pain. So.
5 up. Invuln not now?
No. It's turn 3, mate. Turn 4, I get a 5-up invuln.
Okay. You just check. Fix 1 damage. Bad Necron put here, does no stuff. Yeah, 1 damage.
1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3.
Wardens can shoot him. So Warden will shoot into Talos.
Yep.
This one here. 2 hits.
2 hits.
5 wound. 1 at -2.
1 wound at -2, which +1 because I'm in cover, or
Yeah.
so 3's are 6 because I just rolled 6s today. Sorry, Martin.
Right here. All the sight guns into the troops, and a low powered shot into the Talses.
Yep.
So let's do the D6 first. 6 piece.
Oh, it's a 5. It's pretty good.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep. 3 hits.
Strength 8.
So 3's the wound. 3 saves at -2. So 4 ups. 2 go through.
2d3 damage. The first one
It's for
3.
2. I take 1.
2 damage becomes 1 damage.
And he survives.
Oh my days.
I know. Who says Talos weren't durable, eh?
Right, your Taloses maybe, but your Warriors must
No, I think they're probably going to die, mate. But they did their job.
So 20 shots in on 3s. Three on 3s. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. Necron technology is failing.
What was a
-1, so 5s. I make 1, but 3 die. Is that painful, Martin? That was painful, wasn't it?
It was.
I felt that. If only I played an army that drew power from your pain.
Chargery. So that's it. Shoot in. Charge phase.
Charge phase.
Canoptek is going to charge the Venom.
The Venom. I am not going to Overwatch because I can't be bothered.
7 inches.
7 inches.
Cool. Doing good there.
So as long as the Cryptek survives, which is quite likely, that will give him 4 points for behind enemy lines.
Yes. And use the Archon George 2 troops.
Okay. He's trying to crush him with a grav generator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I just don't want you falling back and advancing over to this objective.
That is a good point.
Yeah. So that's it. End of my charges. So you can heroic me.
I am going to heroic you because I can. Because look, he just goes, "Way, I've lost my shadow field. Now I'm angry."
So my Cryptek attacks are 1 attack.
One?
Yeah, this is.
He only gets 1 attack. That's abysmal.
He's literally pointless.
That is abysmal.
That's the first charge and the second charge here.
Yep.
6s. You got 1. Moving on.
2s. Ooh, AP. 4 up. Saved. Oh. Sport.
And then your Archon can beat me.
My Archon can lay some smackdown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to go 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, which is all of them. Strength 4, so 4s. Only 2. So that's 2 saves at -3.
Dead. So
2 dead.
Fusions. You got 1 warriors. 2 dead.
2 dead.
So 2 on your new prisoners.
2 of my prisoners. See if the Gym Blade hurts him. No, it doesn't.
Warriors get power and attacking.
Yeah.
That's these. 7 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Really on 3s. Make 3 saves.
3 saves. No AP, so on his 4 up armor. So they all fail. They all fail.
Kills
Boom, boom, boom. I think I will have to CP reroll one of those.
You CP it.
Because otherwise it gives him assassinate, and we didn't really want to give him any points. So we're going to CP reroll. Ah, he saves it on 1 wound, Martin. Boom.
Maybe you can say I don't try.
That was a good try. He did it. That was a good plan.
And you can smack me back with warriors.
I can smack you back with warriors. So the Cyberite gets 2 attacks, 3 attacks, and the normal warrior gets 2 attacks. Look at that, warriors with 2 attacks each. Hitting on 2s because it's turn 3, and wounding you on 6s. 1 at AP 1.
AP 1?
Yeah, because it's blade artists.
What? You actually stretch my hip.
Haha! Take that. You kill one of my men, I scratch your paint.
That's it.
That's it?
Yes.
So end of turn 3, you have 4 for behind enemy lines.
Yep.
You've retrieved Octaris in 3. You almost got another 3 on Assassinate, but I had the cheeky CP reroll.
Yep.
Which has gone in the bin.
Yep. And then into your turn 4.
Into my turn 4, I'm on 3 objectives. Nope. I'm on 3. So I'm on this one here, I'm on this one here, and I'm on this one here.
And I've got 3.
And you've got 3, so I get 10 for primary.
Drukhari next.
Drukhari, turn 4. He's looking worried. Look at him.
Hey, Drukhari, turn 4.
Yeah. I'm going to do this one actually. I'm going to put it on the back corner so they can pile back if they need to. So yeah, movement turn 4. So my Venom moved over to there onto the objective. My Warriors fell back. I'm going to spend a CP to allow them to shoot. Venom moved up a little bit. This Venom moved up a little bit. Talos moved off this objective to try and get a charge on this Doomsday Arc. Venom swung around here a little bit to get some shots off on these Ophidians and to still screen out the deep strike from the other Ophidian squad that's due to come in. I haven't done my last retrieve Octarius data yet because I haven't got any units to do it, so I'll have to try and get that turn 5 somehow.
Somehow. Well, how could I stop you?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Because what's the only thing left to do?
I have to just leave it as 8. The only thing that we can do it is the warriors inside this Venom, or the racks. but they're miles away. So I think I might have to just suck it up and have 8 for Retrieve Octarius.
Is the Warriors still inside that venom?
Yeah. Yeah, but they can't. But I don't think they can do anything. If I might have to do that actually. If I do that, then I can move 16 over to here.
You can't advance out of combat move though. Yeah.
No, I can't advance, but they can move 16, so they can move to there anyway. And get ready to shoot, but it can't shoot anything because it fell back. So we'll put the venom over here, it will fall back.
Yep.
Can't shoot, but I think that will be okay. Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll plan for turn 5, Retrieve Octarius. Okay. So that's it. So we'll go into the psychic phase.
I'm going to make my main objective to make sure you don't get out of that.
Yeah. So we'll go into the psychic phase. That's over. That was good. That was very eventful.
Awesome.
Shooting phase. We are going to shoot the warriors into your Ghost Arc.
Yep.
Doomsday Arc. Oh no, we'll shoot them into the Scarabs because they're under there. I like to see them through the ruin. So 4 poison shots. 3s because they're poison tongue, so 3 saves, no AP on the Scarab base.
So 5 ups. Nope, down to 1 wound.
And 1 wound. We're going to spend 2 CP on the rubbishly named Never Stop Moving, or Never Stationary, to fire and fade them onto this objective.
Yep.
We're then going to fire 4 Heat Lancers into your Doomsday Arc from the Talos. So only 1 hit.
Yep.
4's the wound because of I think one's per shielding.
5 up. Nope.
D6 plus 2 damage. We've got 3, so
5.
5 damage.
1 to 8.
We're going to do the venom over there into the Scarab Swarm.
Yep.
So 3s. 3s. 3 saves at -1.
6s. Nope, dead.
Dead.
4 points on prisoners.
Got 5 on prisoners. The venom over here shooting into the Ophidians.
Yep.
Ooh, all missed pretty much. 3, so 2 saves at -1 on the Ophidians.
5 ups. Nope.
Nope.
Kills
4
1.
damage. So kills 1.
Reanimations. 5 ups. Nope. So 3 wounds or 3 points on your prisoners.
3 points. Up to 8. The 2 Heat Lancers from these Talos into these. So 4s. All hit. Oh no, apart from 1. 3 hits. Toughness. So 3s. So 3 saves at -4.
No save.
No save. So
3 wounds each you got.
oh, so they die. It's D6 plus 2 damage. So it's, so it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. So score dead. So 6 more points.
And the Heat Lancers from there into the Royal Warden that's tucked underneath the ruin.
Come on.
So 4s,
5.
3s.
Ooh. Oh! He does not want to die.
Okay, I'll have to charge the little bugger. The Blast Pistol from the Archon into combat, because he's in combat. So 2s. 1 obliterated, -4.
5 up. No.
So 1 obliterated.
Yep.
15 for no prisoners. We're going to do this venom into the Doomsday Arc.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strength 3 against toughness
6.
6 for 6s. 1 save at -1.
4 up. Saved.
Saved. The same again. I would use, if I had the CP, I would use potent metallotoxins for 2 CP, which would let my poison work on vehicles.
Yeah.
But I haven't got enough CP.
Question on that one, before you roll.
Yeah.
What would happen there with poison versus quantum shielding?
So your quantum shielding, because of the way it's worded, I would wound you on 3s, but 1s, 2s, and 3s always fail. So your 1 takes precedent. It's the same as with transhuman physiology. You don't wound.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you don't wound. You effectively do wound them, but 1s, 2s, and 3s are ignored.
Yeah.
So it's the way the wording is. So you still only wound them on 4s. So unfortunately, poison tongue doesn't bypass transhuman, which I think is a shame because I think Drukhari need a bit of love. I think they need a bit more.
Yeah.
I think they need a bit more power. I think they should be able to bypass transhuman.
Yuck.
Yeah. So 3s and then 6s. Nothing. Oh no, there's 1 there. 6. So let's save it -1.
Saved.
Saved. So we've shot everything. That venom fell back from combat, so it can't do anything. So we're going to do charges.
Yep.
So first things first, we're going to do the Talos into the Doomsday Arc.
Yeah, no command points, so
No
what?
command points.
In.
11. They are in. They're going to go there. They're going to touch this, touch that terrain piece and the objective.
So we can break.
Talos into the Warriors here. Number 6, so they are in.
So we can really break.
Talos into the Warden at the back. And 8, I think that'll probably do it. So they will probably use, because they're quite tall, they'll probably count as being like up here, but then the 5-inch horizontal charge. So, and the 2 racks that are left here are going to charge into your Cryptek.
Okay.
So they are in. And they're going to try and finish his last 2 wounds off. I think that's it. So we'll do the. You haven't got enough CP to interrupt.
Nope.
So we'll do the Talos first over onto the Doomsday Arc. So the Ichor injectors. So 2 hits, 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are on half wounds, under half.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend my 1 last CP on Prey on the Weak to reroll all hits.
Yep.
So reroll the 1s and the 1s. That's that. Strength 8, but you have quantum shielding, so it's on 4s. So that's only 2 that went through, so it's -3 though.
5 ups, both failed.
Take this flat 3 damage apiece, so 6 damage.
Does it explode? No.
No. Do.
Yes,
So 3 attacks from the Akathist and 2 attacks from the normal rack. So hitting on 2s because they're racks. And on turn 4. Poison 4+, so that is a big whiff. So nope, they did not finish him off.
Your Taloses.
Taloses. So the Ichor injectors again. Both hit. That's 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah. Got 2 left.
So it puts me on 19. And then the normal attacks. So 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Archon. And then 2s, only 2.
That's enough to kill him.
2 squished.
So unit gone.
Unit gone.
Yeah, so 6 more points for your shenanigans, prisoners.
6 more points, so it puts me on 25. And then the Talos over there against the Royal Warden.
Yep.
2 Ichor injectors, both hit. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mortal wounds.
Dead.
And then they're just going to consolidate down again onto the objective, basically. That is.
My Triptech attacks.
Yeah.
Misses.
Oh, I can't believe they've only got 1 attack. That's crazy.
So, end of turn 4.
End of turn 4.
I've got 1 model left on the table.
1 model left, which is the lovely Cryptek. And you've got 3 Ophidians in Deep Strike Reserve.
Yeah.
I have wiped you off 3 table quarters.
Yeah.
Which means I get 6 on Herd the Prey.
So up to 12.
I get another 2 on No Prisoners.
Yeah.
So I'm on 12 for No Prisoners. And I need to do the last Octarius data next turn if I can.
Yeah. So coming to my turn, I don't score any primaries done. Well, you got 2 obsec to my 1.
I have, yeah. So yeah, I've got. Well, I mean, because it's obsec, they cancel each other out. So you've got 1 model. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know 4, but yeah. So
no points going turn 4.
No.
So we'll see what I can do, but it's going to go 3 fuck. It's turn 4. Feeding destroyers have come back and come on in wide deployment zone. So I'm 6 inches away because I don't need to obey the 9-inch. Cryptek, Veil of Darkness himself out finally to get behind enemy lines in the turn. So then it's straight onto charges.
Yeah.
Filling Destroyers, charging Venom. I will stop him then at 8. Go in. Come back in a sec. Okay, so end of Necron's turn 4. Quick one. The Fiddlers came in, charged, did they kill it? Cryptek, Veil of Darkness Array. So end of my turn, I'll get behind enemy lines. 2 points. Go up to 6. 2. And that's it.
Yeah.
So then we're going into George's last turn. So he scored 15 on the primary. And then it's basically going to be a table.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and I can just put the Pool Warriors out and move them into the quarter to do the last Octarius.
Yeah. Talos is killed a Skripek.
Yeah.
And Talos is killed Cryptek.
Yeah.
So that would give you 9 more no prisoners.
So I was on 6 for that one, so that would be 15 for no prisoners.
So you'd max no prisoners. You'd get full.
No, I'd only get another 1 for no
Okay.
prisoners, so I got 13 for no prisoners.
So 13 on no prisoners. 12 points reprieve.
Yep.
And you would get hard prey to max.
Max, yeah.
Yeah. Then I go on to my turn, I can't score nothing.
Yep.
So
And 6 for that.
So final scores. So that's the final scores. 90 for the Daffy Drukhari
Yeah.
and 47 for the poor Necrons.
Yeah.
So victory for Drukhari, and we'll come back with the endgame chat. Right, so that's it. So loss for the Necrons.
Yeah, it was a pretty brutal battle, I think.
Yeah.
Very, very bloody. I think the getting turn 1 and getting that turn 1 charge and just killing so many warriors was it's hard to come back from that, I think.
Yeah. Don't know if I did the right thing with my pre-game move come forward still.
Yeah, I think in hindsight, in 2020, probably would have been knowing that I was getting turn 1. I think I probably would have either moved them back or left them where they were, or just measured out to make sure I wouldn't get that turn 1 charge with the incubi.
Yeah.
Because they just did some real work against you, and then I would have had a turn to shoot at you rather than charge you.
So if I stayed right back into my table edge, would you then advance the Venoms up and charge them in and stuff?
No.
No?
No. No, because there's no point, because they would do barely any damage. I would just keep them back and dacky you and aim to hold 2 and try and deny you hold more.
Yeah.
And play the primary that way until the Talos are in a position to get in.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously once turn 2 activates, I can advance and charge everything. So it just would have changed the pace of the game.
Yeah.
But it definitely would have put you in a better stead, because you would have been holding 2 pretty much all game, just your back 2 objectives, and it would have been really hard for me to shift you off it.
That's what I didn't want to be. I thought, chuck it all up and just give them something.
Yeah.
But by even like hitting you in combat and getting hurt you, at least something.
Yeah.
But losing all my wars but 2 or 4 with it somewhere.
Something like that. It was a lot.
Yeah, that hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas another 20 done what I hoped they would do.
Yeah, which is that. Yeah, they stayed there all game, these guys, and they took Talos and my characters, so they were doing some work.
That's the one thing I like doing with this list, is like reanimating, shifting, getting movements.
Yeah,
but
so
that killed. I fired my army up straight away doing it.
Yeah, I think against a Drukhari that's like this, you kind of need to play a bit more cagey and play for that turn 4-5 where you're hopefully you've sort of maxed out primary or you've capped up on primary.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough matchup. Like Drukhari is so strong at the moment, and this list is so fast when it needs to be. But I was really impressed with my Talos. Like I realised I haven't used them.
Good things.
They are surprisingly durable with a -1 damage and the feel no pain.
Yeah, and you guys.
And the healing 3 wounds, yeah.
So then I did actually get some damage for you. You just
went no, gone. So really like them. And the heat lancers were great. The Ichor injectors are crazy good. Because it's basically in the Realspace raid, when you're hitting on 2s and re-rolling 1s, you're basically guaranteed 2d3 mortals like every single combat phase.
Yeah, I was using 4 warriors every time.
Yeah, which is really, really strong. And then on top of that, you got the sort of Thunderhammer attached to the Talos board. So I was really impressed with them. Really like them.
Yeah. I'm happy I did denied you 15 until the very last time.
Yeah, did. I think assassinating behind enemy lines, probably behind enemy lines, because that kind of makes you want to go forward, where I feel like in this matchup you want to kind of stay back a little bit.
Yeah.
So maybe it would have been better to go for something else. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But
I think I got a bit unlucky with assassinate.
Yeah.
Because Archon's there just barely
one
alive.
wound remaining.
Is harmed.
Yeah. The Homunculus is damaged.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could have got another 6 on that.
Also, my thinking in my secondaries was like the data. I mean, I got quarters anyway.
Yep.
So doing that with the destroyers is the main idea, as well as the Veil of Darkness.
Yeah.
But obviously, you stream me out all
the
game.
Yeah, the Venoms. I think that's one of the things that's really good about them because they're cheap, they're fast. You can really screen out deep striking very well with them.
I probably should have started firing Doomsday cannons into them instead of palaces. Because palaces soaked it up and did it die.
Yeah, definitely. I mean they soaked up three rounds of shooting from Doomsday Arcs, and you didn't even kill one, which is crazy, really. Like, good game. I really enjoyed it.
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I knew I was on back foot, but I enjoyed the fucking challenge of trying pull it back.
Yeah, it's good, and and he did really well. Like he made some really good plays. He denied me some points here and there until the final turn where he just didn't have enough resources to keep me off it. But yeah, that's it. It's just so much speed and so much firepower and combat damage with the Drukhari. It's just it's hard to keep up with them for the time being.
Yeah,
but
at least it was a fucking dark techno.
It's all gone now. I'm just a bit disappointed my Succubus didn't manage to kill the Nightbringer. I was really going to try and do that, but they meteored her off the board, which was a bit annoying. But yeah.
So are you happy with your list?
I am. I mean, this is my
trying out.
This is my sort of off meta pick. I've got other lists that are more quote unquote traditional with like lots of raiders, and I really like the Void Raven Bomber. Because the bomb it can do is just crazy good, and it just messes with your opponent's deployment really. But I do really like this. I'm planning on taking this to a RTT in a couple of weeks' time.
Bournemouth?
The Bournemouth, yeah. So SummerSlam something or other. But me and the other guys from Realspace Raiders are going to be going, along with a few others. Paddy's going to be going. So odds on I'm going to get him like first or last round probably. I wanted to take something a bit different because the other guys in the podcast are taking your more kind of traditional competitive Drukhari list with like lots of raiders and lots of witches and stuff. So I wanted to try and bring something different so we have something else to talk about and show them that there's more than one way to play Drukhari. It's a really, really well-rounded codex, although saying that it's on the higher end of power, let's say.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
But yeah, good game. I have no shame losing to the Master Archon.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. But yeah, I'll be back again soon with probably a different list. And maybe in the future, you might see me versus the apparently undefeated and ruling champion of Patrick Barron coming for you.
What's the old saying? Unstoppable force.
Unstoppable force means immovable object.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm not sure which one I am. Probably the immovable object, I would have thought, because I'm a lot bigger than he is. But either way, yeah, we'll do that match up soon, and you can watch Paddy get beaten because he ain't gonna beat me.
But yeah, thanks for coming on. Obviously, everyone make sure you check out Realspace Readers.
Yep.
On Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, on Instagram, you can find me Archon _George. I put on all my sort of painting work in progresses on Instagram. That's all I use it for, really. And you can find the Realspace Raiders podcast. Just Google it. We're on Spotify, Google Pods, all that kind of business.
Links will be down below as well. Right. But thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
And till next time, everyone. Cheers and go on.
Everyone.